So we have Charlie Higson's brand new James Bond book on His Majesty Secret Service coming out May 4th. We already have Kim Sherwood's contemporary James Bond series, the 00 trilogy. The second book is coming out shortly after Charlie's book. The question now thinks, with two contemporary James Bond books hitting the bookshelves in the same year, is there a shared James Bond literary universe? I will tell you the answer in just a moment. Stay tuned. No.
I'm Roland Hume. I've sold 67,000 copies.
Okay, so you know what? I should probably expand a little on that. But no, there is no shared James Bond literary universe, and we know because Mr. Charlie Higson has told us so. He was in a discussion with a guy called Chris Eales at Big Red Trousers. I like that. What is the British thing with red trousers? I rather like them. I don't think I could pull off a pair of red trousers, but I do kind of like that. Anyway, Big Red Trousers asked Charlie Higson, let's see, his exact tweet was, with the arrival of Charlie Higson's on His Majesty's Secret Service, for the first time we have two authors writing current modern day Bond novels, as Kim Sherwood's Double or Nothing is also set today. Question is, are they connected, related, or independent of each other? Ooh, good question. Worded much better than I could do it. And Charlie Higson responded to that with, my book and Kim's books exist in two separate universes. They don't relate. Kim's book and world are her own creation. I've tried to do a tweak update on Fleming's world. There we go. So we've got an actual answer that they are two separate things. I kind of expected that. I mean, having worked in like the world of romance books, where you got lots of things like different authors writing the same series and a shared literary universe and stuff like that, it involves thought to do that. It involves quite a considerable amount of thought, and so everything to do with Charlie Higson's book is kind of incredible when you think about it. You know, I must have been, March or something, where they picked up the phone and were like, hey, Charlie Higson, do you want to write a James Bond book for us? And Charlie Higson's like, all right then. And then 4 weeks later, he's like, okay, I've done it. That's very bad. I don't think Charlie Higson sounds like that. If you watch The Far Show, he doesn't sound remotely like that. Anyway, he was like, yeah, done it. And then a month later, they are going to publish this book. I mean, to commission, write, and publish a book in like a 2-month span is bonkers. I love it. A lot of people are saying like, oh, is the book going to be bad because it's written so quickly? No. I have every confidence that the book is going to be great, precisely because it was written so quickly. I think there are other things that Charlie Higson wrote saying that like the whole story, plot, and the book just like poured out of him. And so, you know, the best stuff is always written fast. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was written in 4 days. There we go. So anyone who ever says a book that's written fast is a bad book, no, they're completely wrong. Anyway, yeah, so that's fair enough. To write and publish a book, that's a pretty incredible thing that Ian Fleming Publications is pulling off. But to do that and also be able to tie in with a 3-book project that Kim Sherwood is writing, that would be impossible. And also, I think some of the staples of Bond, that as if you were an author and you're writing a James Bond book, you would probably want to have some leeway to do things the way you see that they should be done. And Kim's book, you know, has taken the very interesting route of having like it set slightly ahead of where we traditionally think of Bond. Miss Moneypenny is now like the head of section. So to have a shared literary universe, you know, Charlie Higson would immediately have to sacrifice any mention of Moneypenny if Moneypenny's in his book, and some of the fun elements of like Bond and Moneypenny having a flirty relationship in the movies, slightly less so in the books. But you know, you as an author, that might be something that you think is really important to the Bond story that you want to write. And Kim clearly thinks that having Miss Moneypenny as a head of section is a good way for her to tell the story that she wants. I don't know. A shared literary universe means a bit of give and take on both sides, but also whatever one author writes then becomes canon in the other author's story, and that's difficult. I mean, Charlie Higson had to bang out this book in like a month, and then what will you do? Hand it to Kim and be like, hey, here's my book. You have to let me know if anything I've written here contradicts anything that you've got planned in, you know, the next 2 books that you're going to publish over the course of several years. That's a bonkers ask. So there we go. I've rabbited on for like 2 minutes about that, but I don't think it's surprising that they do not share a literary universe. It would be kind of cool to have like the Bond literary universe, but I don't think we're quite there yet. But it's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question. And it's all sort of leading up to the buzz about these books. I'm really stoked. It's so funny. I haven't wanted to be like a toxic fan, but I really got upset with Ian Fleming Publications for deciding to censor the original books. I still think that's a terrible decision. And they will reverse it. You know, we as fans will make sure that Ian Fleming Publications eventually come to the decision to do the decent thing and like not censor these books. But it is worth saying that they're doing cool stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm really excited about Charlie Higson's book. And it's got us talking about, you know, we've just had the American release of Kim Sherwood's Double or Nothing, but it's got us talking about it as well, having bigger conversations. So with this, we're in an interesting thing where Ian Fleming Publications is actually making people talk about the Bond books again. So, and they're doing it the right way with this. The wrong way is to manufacture this stupid controversy to get yourself some newspaper headlines by like censoring the Bond books, because then it's like, oh look, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I know they're all saying terrible things about us, but at least they're talking about us. Whereas with the whole idea of having Charlie Higson write a new book and then people having discussions about whether it ties into Kim's books, there we're having like interesting, vibrant discussions about the Bond book universe in a way that doesn't require vandalizing Ian Fleming's original words. So Ian Fleming Publications, keep this stuff up, okay? And stop buggering around with the original books. Those are like sacred. That's fine. You can do everything else that you want with all the books, all the writers, everything. And we'll be there for it. We will support you. Just leave Ian Fleming's books the hell alone. Okay, right, rant over. But yeah, it's really fun seeing Charlie Higson post about this book and then trigger these discussions about other books in the Bond literary universe. So I am really stoked to see where it goes. Right, I'll stop rabbiting, but it has been fun chatting to you, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Cheers.
I'm Roland Hume. I've sold 67,000 copies of my books. If you want to find out how I did it, I've got a link right here you can click. And otherwise, don't forget to subscribe. I've got more videos coming soon. Thank you.